Oh, not live, because we are, but not actually, because I'm not showing the game yet. Yeah, the stream started, they cannot hear you all yet. I forgot. Okay. Alright, stream is open. Alright, and is they can hear you all now?
Alright. They can hear
Gorillas are they able to see the screen now?
I see it.
Okay. Alright, we are
okay, I
fully
have
live.
Gorillas new stream up, so if there's anything, I'll let you know.
Okay. Alright. Y'all ready?
Yep, go ahead.
You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Zai. May I continue? Please go on. Okay then, as I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Yummy. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other. Ugh. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head. However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Alright, I'm gonna close my eyes. I don't want to see that disgusting shit. You close your eyes. This must be a nightmare, right? This is not happening. This is not happening. The mantra centers around you and you're briefly able to find peace. The lapping waves go silent, and for the first time in your entire life, it feels like you're in control. When you open your eyes, I ain't kissing that. I don't want that tongue in my mouth. You're in the exact same place, except now that disgusting corpse face is smiling at you. Even the ocean have a fuck. Even the dead have a wondrous time on our island. I promise you will too. Don't worry, you're going to do just fine. We wouldn't want anyone else. Well, that was sure weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your memory isn't right. But you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot.
Bump.
Wilson! When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you.
A little help, please?
You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. God damn!
Oh, god damn. Sorry.
My
God
man.
even damn. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna need a minute.
Oh my god.
Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race, curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Trapper.
What was I gonna do for his voice? Hello?
There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. What do you do? Gorillas, what do you think we should do?
I would say kick it back.
Alright. You swing your foot and awkwardly strike the volleyball, sending it bouncing across the sand towards Huntress. It doesn't make it all the way. Everyone stares at you, silently observing your unsportsmanlike shame. They must be wondering, have you ever seen a volleyball before? That's surely what I'm wondering right now. It's not a soccer ball.
What a dork.
You feel so awkward that you can barely see straight, but through the haze of your embarrassment, you catch Wraith looking at you from the corner of your eye. Huntress jogs the rest of the way to grab the volleyball, and they all turn and head back to the court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Zai. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. I highly think main character has schizophrenia.
Probably.
It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. Trapper.
You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit.
And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I'll hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is.
Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here?
You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination?
That was Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Relatable.
Look, I don't care why the slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not?
That's so hot. You know you can't. At least, not yet.
Oh yeah, not yet.
Hey Zai, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember.
How attractive would you say you are?
If you don't put very right now.
I think I'm average. No, I've had a pretty good glow up. I'd say I'm very attractive. I think I'd say so myself. Oh yeah.
That's what you think very attractive is compared to this?
Trevor flexes, and his muscles are so tight, you can practically see the blood running through his veins.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I think flight would be pretty cool. Flight, for sure.
Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school?
Skipping class all day, every day.
That's me.
You could say I majored in, skipping class. Huh.
If I had ever gone to school, I'm sure I would have done great in skipping class. I prefer skipping over walking, almost always.
The zine has joined me.
What's your favorite animal?
Speaking of zine, definitely a cat.
You're a cat person.
What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm the typical cute goth girl, I have some specific love of all things cats, and more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway.
Me, who currently has a black cat sitting in my lap.
Lucky bastard.
What's your favorite color?
I mean, you do too. In a funny way, it is actually blood red. Red. Well, wine red, but...
Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain.
What's your dream job?
I'm gonna go with not working at all. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all?
It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder.
Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. As I say that about myself.
Imagine. I'm sorry.
Best flavor of ice cream?
What the fuck? I didn't see that answer before.
Horse flesh.
I kind of
Just
want.
tell me
I
what.
kind of want to see what will happen. Horse flesh. Horse flesh. I mean,
Oh my god.
For free?
My favorite flavor is pain.
Same.
Same here.
Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain.
Of course, he's vanilla.
I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream. Am I right? Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You're a rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Let's go with horseflesh again. The best flavor is horseflesh. You got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you mint chip was where it's at. You almost brought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control. So don't forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream?
I want you to say horseflesh just to be an annoying
Okay,
piece of shit.
I was about to ask you. The best flavor is
okay.
horseflesh. Who do you think you are? Let me tell you who. Not the one in control of if you live or die. You have to understand, it feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. Wait, did we just get one of the endings?
Oh no!
I think
See,
we
this
just
is
got
how
one of
we
the
get
endings.
Let's see if we try again. What happens?
Interesting.
Oh yeah, this is basically the same stuff.
Do y'all just want me to,
showing up, nitwit.
do y'all want me to just, skip back to where we were?
You can
Yeah.
if you want to.
Yeah, you could do that. Okay, so now we know.
Without context, just seeing them pose, I just gave a pass as a
Very-
violation.
Flight. Skipping class. Cat. Blood red. Not working at all. Horseflesh. Ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream. Am I right? Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed. Oh shit, I accidentally clicked. Mint chip. The best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them.
I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith.
Rafe cut his strings.
Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots.
Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate. You know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. Oh my god, that literally took my breath away. It's better to choose to just not take part.
Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now. And that's almost exactly what happened.
Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love.
Trapper?
Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean.
Grow up.
Grow a body.
I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a child fog. I'm not made of it.
Whatever, fog body.
That's not nice.
He's not nice.
You love it.
Only sometimes.
Ew, really? That's disgusting.
That's what that's why she likes it.
Don't speak for me. I also hate it.
Stop speaking entirely, actually.
For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if you know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough.
If we're done playing, let's do something else instead.
Wow, for once, I actually agree with the meathead.
I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power.
Wraith rolls his eyes.
Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness.
No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful.
Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group.
Are you all serious? That's a perfectly good lounge to chill out. There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun.
Alright, so I remember we chose... We said we wanted to go for Spirit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so then we need to go to the lounge. Which one is the lounge? Is it this one?
I think it's that one because pool, game, yeah, I think it's the one you're
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
No, I think that's the yacht, because that one's overlooking the ocean.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
the one I was saying was yeah.
That's
Okay.
real. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I chose the right one. It'd be great to... It'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge.
To kick up your feet, look out over the ocean, and relax on your own terms. Who would want anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day. It's the best. My throat. I mean, what kind of a fool? What kind of a fool? What kind of a monster? What kind of a mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Why am I the only one who gets it? It's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer.
I cannot yell because of my voice.
It's okay. It's also like 2 o'clock in the night for you, so I don't want to make you yell. I can make you scream though.
How dare you read my mind?
Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down.
Hold on.
For just one moment.
I'm gonna let y'all know you'll probably be finishing each other's sentences a lot on those two characters. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic music flourish.
Dun-dun-dun.
None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence, why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here for a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. Dwight?
We will now escort you to the venue of your choosing.
However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. I'm horribly dyslexic.
It's fine.
We don't have much autonomy around here.
The least you can do is allow us to do our job.
The most you could do is help us get off this
Right.
Yes, pardon me. Please follow us.
Hey,
Gives Shaggy vibes.
for real.
He kind of does. That's...
Hey, narrator? Yes, something I can help you with. Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no, 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 no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right. Yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there with all the money. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter, mostly, when I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what it'll be?
You didn't even hesitate.
Well, yeah, I already knew which one we were going for.
Finally, freedom from the preposterous, is that how you say it?
Preposterous.
Premise, the preposterous. English isn't my first language. From the
It's okay.
It really isn't. From the I'm so sorry. Can I skip that one?
As much as I want to hear you suffer, yeah, you can.
Freedom from the freedom from the premise that the four of us will be engaged in some sort of friendly 2-on-2 volleyball match.
Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a Fuck! I was just making fun of you. Conspiratorial tone.
I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, and when that didn't work, I tried whining. And when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island. But it turns out I'm not the first to toss those kind of threats around on this island.
Don't look at me like that.
So, thanks, I guess, for getting it called up. Are we threatening to end each other again?
Now it's Dwight who takes on a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper.
I said whipso.
Please, just make it quick.
Is that what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you the drink of your dreams?
No, Claudette,
Hilarious,
Claudette.
right?
That's Claudette.
Oh, that's me. Silly me.
Oh wait, no, but you nailed that.
For real.
Thank you.
Hilarious, right? Right, Dwight?
Yeah, right. So, what'll you be having?
Oh,
Ooh.
your choice, Neff. What do you think?
Wait, what? Oh, Scotch rocks.
Scotch on rocks?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
On a day like today, I could use something strong. Scotch on the rocks. Claudette uncorks a very expensive-looking bottle of top-shelf liquor and pours you a glass.
Do enjoy.
Who would drink that? Smells like kerosene.
You need to embrace the burning.
The burning?
Oh yeah!
Why would you embrace that? Burning is...
Wraith stifles a sob. Is it bad that I read that oh yeah like the Kool-Aid man?
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
No, I can't even think about it.
Well, then don't! No skin off my back, you weirdo! Come to think of it. Strong, expensive, better the longer you leave it locked in the basement. Scotch is the best!
Trevor guzzles half the bottle and burps. It'd be disgusting if he wasn't so... No, disgusting is exactly what it is.
Since we fulfilled your request,
It's time for you to return the favor!
I should have known there was a catch. Oh, that's my voice. I should have known there was a catch.
icebreaker time! I swear, had I known they'd pull up this kind of far enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we'd attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar.
You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it. This sucks. But it could be fine. Or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat?
I've literally never seen him in a hat.
If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking up topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I am no nerd.
I feel a little called out as a theater kid.
You
Methinks a
heard
certain methinks a certain someone doth protest too much.
Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is... I love her. The topic I choose is books, novels, comics, fiction, or none. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life, the escape into your own mind.
A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking.
Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you. Zai, what's your desert island book? the one book you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be a classic horror for reasons that should be obvious.
She means because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in the public domain.
Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft these past 100 years. So, what's your favorite?
Of all these, I've only read Frankenstein, but I'll be honest, I did Frankenstein last time, and I kind of want to see a different response. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, please, thank you.
You know, I really enjoyed the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I've always felt like I had this other person living inside me.
And Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is dangerous.
Yeah, my bad.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde sounds like a fun one. I love a good story about friendship, but I can't read.
I love how she's just reaching out like that.
Yeah.
This hurts me because I'm a book nerd, so I'm a bookworm. I love it. Not because I'm dumb. I've never actually learned to read because I was too busy learning to survive with nothing more than my own strength and cunning. Same reason I didn't have a best friend that wasn't more than just a rock with a face I'd drawn on it in dried blood. Until we meet again, Roxanne.
Huntress looks out toward the horizon, and there's a moment of silence among the group. Silence over.
Will you tell? Wait, that's me. God damn it. Will you tell it to me sometime? I might not be able to read books by myself, but I love being read to, especially when someone does all the voices.
My throat after I tried to do this.
Oh god, my throat is suffering. God damn it.
And you're only
Doing
reading
all the
3
voices.
people. You're
You
only
got me
reading
like
3
this?
people.
Literally, my throat is so sore. No.
No. Oh.
Now imagine trying to do the gruff fucking trapper voice with your throat kind of hurting right now.
Oh, I love doing all the voices.
It's not really a story about friendship exactly, but who cares? Of course, I'll tell it to you. It's quite a thrilling tale. Not just anybody can pull off quality narration all the time. Take it from me.
You don't even need to read. You could just make it up and it'll still be fun. Sometimes, when I find myself in an abandoned house, I like to look at the photos on the wall and come up with little stories to go with the pictures. It's a fun game we could play together.
Abandoned house? Why are they abandoned? Oh. Huntress giggles and gives you a playful little wink.
I don't know. Didn't mean to hesitate. I don't know. Usually when I find the folks who abandoned them, they're not in the mood to tell me much.
Give me just a sec.
Enough
I
about these old...
gotta close a couple windows in the background. It's causing lag.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
Yep.
Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own.
Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mast covered eye.
Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in the circle and spin this bad boy.
My man.
My man!
Oh. Oh, let me.
Now this is my type of man.
This is the love of my life.
Sorry,
I
sorry.
love him.
Physically wise. Personality, I'm more of a Wraith guy.
I love Trickster. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Okay. Great idea.
Alright, Ash Ketchum. I'm sorry, that was so mean. Trickster, isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this.
Well, hello. Well, hello. And who is this new fan in the waiting?
Beat it, hack.
No, don't.
I don't know what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game.
Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea, while also teasing the secret trickster ending.
I love how they break the fourth wall.
Yeah. I got much, much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo. The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap. Spit, that's it. Then you swap, spit, that's it.
Well, let's be clear. This ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time. But in a classy way.
All makeouts will happen out of full view of the public eye. Real romantic-like.
Yes, romance is the goal. So we'll all be waiting here in complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching.
Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults.
Zai, you're up.
You grip the bottle in your hand and put your fate in the hands of the empty bottle gods. Oh, please let us be spirit. Oh, please let it be spirit. Or muscle mommy. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame, perfect for the less coordinated because there is no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stopped, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? Ready. Ready!
We are ready.
Away we go. Spin the bottle and see who you're gonna smooch. Alright, so I actually know we gotta spin this 3 times. Gorillas, tell me when to stop.
Okay. Now.
Trapper. You got Trapper. You two are meant to be. Psych! You have to actually spin multiple times to get your real result. First to get to 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore spin the bottle on this here island. Now get your spin on. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to take turns going Gorillas, Neff, me, Gorillas, Neff, me. Alright? Neff.
Sorry. Still.
Alright, Spirit.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, Huntress. Gorillas.
Stop.
Trapper. You really want Trapper, don't you?
Oh my.
Still.
Oh, you really want Spirit. Oh. I wouldn't mind Wraith.
Stop.
Huntress again. Ooh.
Alright. 2 and 2 and 2.
Neff.
Still.
Oh, Huntress it is.
Ooh.
We get Muscle Mommy, guys.
Alright.
Let's go.
You're welcome.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Just this morning, you're waking up on a strange beach, surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across a beach towel at Huntress, lust in her eyes, sweat glistening on her skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Huntress takes you by the hand and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. She begins to reach for you, putting her hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way she is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at the interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross her out, so completely that she'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Huntress, we?
I'm sorry, but I can't kiss you right now.
What? You're relieved, but also maybe a little hurt.
It's not you. Well, it is you, but in a good way. My go-to line. No, I'm just kidding. I think you're great. Maybe too great. I don't trust easily, and I'm afraid of what it might mean to connect with you so early. It's not that I don't want to. I just don't think it's the right thing to... Wait. I just don't think it's the right thing right now.
I understand.
Amazing, but also understand this. If you tell anyone I got so soft, I'll break you in half. Okay?
I'll tell him you almost chewed my whole face clean off.
Oh, I like that.
I hate to break up such a passionate moment.
That we only assume was passionate because we'd never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island.
Foreshadowing?
But dinner is being served right away, and we must insist that you join us.
We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation.
Well, there are so many more interesting things to die from.
No, real smooth.
Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Expecting some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Yeah, well they don't call him. Expectedster? I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered.
Hey there. You're good looking, Sai. Real good.
Oh?
Sai, real good.
Thank you. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Oive, muscle mommy.
Oh.
Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms.
Thanks for the first guy. And now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner.
Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit.
We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do.
Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating?
It's meat.
Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge.
Sounds like McDonald's.
KFC. My favorite.
Meat is good. Meat is... Oh, wait, that's not me.
That's it. Meat is murder.
It's fine. I got mixed up with Spirit and Wraith so many times.
Yeah,
and
that's what's mixing me up like crazy.
that's why I actually
Guys,
had
it's
that
better
idea
than-
to get y'all both in on this.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Grillis?
Sky says hi.
Hi.
Hmm. Which, you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now?
I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's, like, technically true.
Technically true is the best kind of true.
Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat.
Hey, Zai, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you know what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat?
This took 12 hours.
And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal.
Wow, he's right for a change. Because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. Twain? Twain? Is that how it is?
Yeah, Twain.
First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood.
All of you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough! Grow up! Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Ovs.
The hell it is!
Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to Actro however you like.
Please stop. Please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I can do it. I have the skull of Azarov.
Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death.
Hey, Zai, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it, when they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner?
Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold.
He hated when it got cold.
Here's a machete, freshly sharpened.
Alright, minigame time. This one, I just have to hit the target. And at the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? I'm ready. I hate this one, actually. This is like the only minigame we get to play other than spin the bottle, and it sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Ready, away we go. Slice. Now. Perfect.
Hey, nice.
Perfect. Oh, shit! Perfect! Oh, there's
Perfect
more. Fuck! You missed completely. Damn it. Not bad. That was...
pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb.
Dinner is finally served.
Dwight?
For real.
The sounds especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight are the only ones who have been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99. This is only 99. Fuck! This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry?
The two best things about being dead is not having to eat.
That's only one thing.
Think about it, Zai. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife.
Ah.
Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore.
Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. Okay, something I didn't notice until like this run earlier. I was wondering what they're talking about dismembered parts, and I just didn't notice that there are actual parts dismembered. I noticed the glass, but like, look at her arm. And like, there's a couple of like complete slices on her leg as well. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them?
Look at that seagull.
I think it's Gorilla's turn. What do you want?
Honestly, I have to agree with Neff. Look at that seagull.
Wow, you ever seen a seagull that big? I haven't noticed. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Zai. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. That's actually some pretty solid advice.
Yeah.
Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here?
Yes, you did. Poor thing.
Oh, he's crying.
You have no idea the last time you had a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun.
But the seagull. Uh-oh. He just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No way, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator. The ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully, you pick at least one of them. Besides, there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to the ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. Neff, how are you feeling?
I'm doing okay, thank you.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I know you were yawning.
Oh, I wasn't yawning. That was
Oh,
gross.
that was Gorillas? My bad. Gorillas, how you feeling?
I'm all right.
All right, I just want to
didn't
make sure.
actually yawn, but
That was a yawn if I've ever heard one, bro.
I literally was like, wait.
here I actually do need to yawn now. So
Shut up, y'all are making me yawn.
Yeah, yawns are contagious. Don't do this. Don't do this.
they are.
Damn it, son. Wait, no, wait, hold on.
All right, we
Why?
are
Why
at
did
a
you do that?
we're at a good pausing point.
we're all
If
yawning.
if any of y'all want to go ahead and use the bathroom or fix you something to drink, that would be a good chance because I'm thirsty and I want to go fix me something to drink.
I'm gonna go
Alright.
get something to drink real quick too.
All right,
Yeah.
let me go and throw on the be
I
right
think
back
we're gonna
screen.
do a BRP now. Yeah. I'll be right back.
I'm back. Straight to dating someone. Who are we waiting for? Have have you not played early Xbox 360 games? Damn. Neff, you know what Castle Crashers is, right? Gorillas doesn't know what Castle Crashers is. Shun, that I believe her. Shun. But you got that reference, of course you did. Alrighty, let's get back to this. Yeah,
I was more of a PlayStation person.
I'm pretty sure it's on PlayStation as well. Like PS3 or PS2, but still. You wake up to find Spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth.
Don't you just
Oh.
love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that were all truly insignificant, and the only thing worth pursuing is vengeance.
Vengeance!
I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else?
You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question.
Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? You've
Oh.
always been.
If you found someone special, then you won't feel alone. I used to feel that way. Small, unimportant, alone. But lately, I'm not so sure. I've started to feel different. I've started to actually think that maybe this island is where I might meet someone special. You look at Spirit, who has turned from the fuck. You look at Spirit, who has turned from the ocean to look at you while you speak on this topic she's clearly so passionate about. A friend? Perhaps something more? I don't know what this island has planned for me.
A friend. Friends are just cowards who seek comfort in numbers. I had friends once, back before I was chopped into a bunch of pieces by my father. Friends aren't ones keeping me held together. I am floating in a cloud of rage. I was so dumb, so busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I didn't take care of myself, and now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a bit silly, but
Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues.
There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. So stupid.
You're not stupid. That sounds badass.
Right? But I didn't let it out. And then, chop chop. And now that dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough about me. What's inside of you, stranger?
5 inches of dick? Sorry.
Did you say 5
Hey.
inches?
Yep. Oh. My state, there's not much bigger. I'm gonna go with fire. No dragon, just a lot of fire. No dragon, just fire. A raging inferno. In fact, I'm begging to burn this whole place down if I let it out. Maybe I am the dragon.
I'm sorry, but you're no dragon. And breathing fire, that's some hobbit-type nonsense. I'm a descendant of proud samurai. Our dragons are a whole other level.
Fuck you too.
That time play number 6.
Looks like there was one room for one dragon's inside. Fuck. Looks like there was only room for one dragon inside Spirit after all. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. I bet she orders from baddragon.com.
Comfort Panda, you know the Dragon Warrior? This is what it's giving. The Dragon Warrior.
Gotta go kung fu fighting. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads.
It's very important that we stick to the itinerary.
And attend each event as scheduled.
Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities.
That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late.
Playing sick? No, I was...
No time for excuses.
Well, there is, but that's scheduled for what comes after the flirting.
Go, 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 go!
You said that really well.
Yeah. Once everyone had gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly made an announcement.
We're not going to blame anyone in particular.
But someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you has a mistake to schedule.
That means that we're behind on time for evening activities.
And we'll only have time for one person to share the special spooky nighttime story.
Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience.
You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well.
Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss.
Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out?
Been there
Alright.
before. Even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true, is it really fair to pick on the newbie?
Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule? Even once?
Damn it, Donald! If you try to flex that authority, If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and Muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice.
We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about.
Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us.
I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so...
Zai, who do you think should go? Damn it, that's a name.
Please pick someone quickly, so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Well, I think we know who we choose. Any objections?
Nope.
Good.
Nope.
I choose you, Spirit!
Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will you? Ah, fuck you. They called me out.
Really? You want to... Really? You want to hear from me?
Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire.
Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories.
I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scary stuff. With the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me. And I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands.
Talk about bullshit stories.
If everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and...
Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss.
You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn.
It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hotter, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she'd ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away, but how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box, strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. But no one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area, how could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if it was conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was real, and someone was trapped inside.
Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expressions, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. I just want to say, I think we probably should have chosen one of the male characters, considering Neff is still healing.
No, is
Probably.
dying.
Oh, speaking of, Martin says that his hydrate redeem that he did on my thing is for Neff. That Neff
Okay.
needs a hydrate.
Hi, man. Hello. I hate you.
All right, well we're gonna get pause point for you to do that real quick. Drink.
And I can just take a sip of my special soda.
Mm.
Some mommy juice.
Alright. I was gonna be. Nope, never mind.
Some mommy milkers.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that would be awesome. Y'all know the beer hats? Get those.
Oh yeah.
Have y'all seen that one movie where it's the what's that movie? Is it Little Nicky or something?
Little Nicky.
There- With
I
the
haven't seen
demons,
it, no.
with the demons, and one of them gets like a tit put on their head.
Oh my god.
have
I
no
need
idea.
to find this movie, and I will send it to y'all. This is a must watch, and I guarantee both y'all will love it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll send it to y'all later. Whenever I figure out what it is.
Wait, did you say it was? Did you say it was a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Okay. Help me! Cried someone in the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, in prison, his voice trembling. Why did I did a high pitched help me? By now, I was noticing every detective in the city was there, looking this strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside the box. I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No strangers to tense situations. Detective Hotter comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity. Only anxiety as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddled on the ground. The man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hodger was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone.
Well,
Stay calm, instructed Detective Hodger. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hodger watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. Promise? Asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone. Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge she felt an instant connection like she'd never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Potter, but she knew he would return, and he did. Pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in the horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise? Promise that I'm not alone. Yes, she promised. I do. And pressing her palms against the cold outside box, without truly knowing why, Detective Potter leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into this stranger structure, allowing her warm lips to fall onto this man's. That's so romantic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a romance sucker, so
Same.
it was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. Thank you, said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back, yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Potter and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by what does that say?
Cacophony.
Cacophony of wiring gears, and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Sorry, I had to burp my drink. Detective Hotter gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of this giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces, like parts of dough, almost pulled apart. Or perhaps that's just how Detective Potter had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And at the top of that pile, a cold head. And on top of that pile, a head. Cold, pale, eyes open, lips in icy blue.
Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her, you who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual. She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail. And now, no one is sure to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game is supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something. Cool story.
Cool story, bro.
I like the idea of hugging her.
Yeah, me too. You stand and without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. I don't mind being tied up. Instinctually, you'll pull yourself away, but it's an awkward movement and you nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all go to so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds before Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song.
Hey, baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you?
He doesn't wait for an answer.
I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines.
Oh.
No one can give you
No one gives you what I can.
No one can give you what I can. What I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby.
Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. So, I checked, and while we can go for the Trickster ending, we have to do him last. We can only do him after succeeding in all the other endings. Or at least the 4 character endings.
Fair enough. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. As fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in.
You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day, even when you're a god. I mean, a narrator.
You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down.
You should come to the hot tub with me.
How can I calm down? Dipping in hot tubs with the spirit. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her, an offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it.
I just want to be toasted.
You're right. You're right. You're right. My bad. My bad.
I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any other ickly.
I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was the person in the story.
A perfectly normal coincidence.
Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place.
Also, a completely regular coincidence.
Sure, his lips were blue, your lips are blue.
Really? You'd call this blue?
Searching for answers, hoping to find.
Revenge.
Okay, so the similarities stop there, I guess.
Coincidences.
Sorry, the coincidences. Coincidence.
Get this for your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Oh well, maybe it has coagulated?
Coagulated.
Coagulate? Oh god, this is where my, like, English is my third
Here,
language
here,
shows.
say the sentence. Say the sentence, and just bear with me, all right?
Okay. Oh, well, maybe it has
Coagulated.
coagul.
Just I'm your word. Coagulated. Just continue the sentence.
Okay.
Continue the sentence. Coagulated. You don't need to say the word. Just say by now.
I know. I just want to try.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
You got
it
this.
Maybe it has cool. Okay, anyway. Wait, now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of a noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You gotta figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it, I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep, when I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it.
That's a very adult story for a child to dream.
Do you believe me? Yes.
Sure. I know we just met, but yeah, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it clearly came from someplace deep. I'd like to be somewhere deep as well. If you get what I mean.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
We get what you mean. We get what you mean. This is why we have the not impressed faces right now. No. Fool! I can't. Who taught you to trust a stranger? You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself.
Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question about it if I believe your answer to Spirit's question? Whoa. Ocean Air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is the... Damn it, got me again. Got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel ready to dry you off.
Sorry, kids.
But it's time for bed.
I might be the youngest one here, but I am no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her.
You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story about the prisoner in this puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life, or has it already been taken from you, and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar, creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight.
We must apologize for the accommodations.
We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're gonna make you comfortable, or die trying.
They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire.
Perhaps some music will put you at ease.
Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep.
Ready. Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial to fix it. Let's see what's on this station. It's very faint. Yeah, like this just random talking. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Well, we know who we're going for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am shocked.
What? You're going for Spirit?
I crazy.
Hey, Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless.
I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my palms.
Really?
What? Even the dead like to relax.
I don't really have any of those things around. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small cone carved from bamboo.
I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my...
My bad.
No, you're fine.
From my mother, and if you lose it, well, you'll get your revenge on me.
If it's the last thing I do.
You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you.
I love the way paralyzed is the option they choose to go for.
Yeah. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. By now, you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even amnesiac video game protagonists. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you'd like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait.
Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. You should know, they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember.
Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You weren't drawing stick lines radiating out from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper.
Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if I bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun.
And if I don't pick you?
Remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left.
Finally alone, for real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned.
Excuse me.
Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, jeez. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera.
I'm now fucking shut today on this. I think today went really well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do you think of the newcomer? What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say, oh, I do? Okay. Attractive. Mysterious. I really don't know how many other words. Sorry. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mum in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my sarafan. That being said, the other 3 should go make sure to be on their guard.
Yeah, I understand why you keep messing up. I mean, I would too if I saw that bootylicious ass.
Hey, yo.
Come on, can you blame me? Look
I
at
don't-
this muscle mommy.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Yes, you are. Especially when there's a muscle mommy on screen.
You know what it is? I get it. But also, I was thinking it. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow. But I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place. But he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill. And... Trapper. Oh, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure. But daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life.
Trapper.
Oh, silly me. Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you can use it.
I'm a master of self-control. And right now, I'm using all the self-control I can muster, because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. Haha, that was funny. Laugh. I said laugh, damn it! Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell him though. I want to lead them on a little more. It'll make that much better for me when they're screaming.
I don't really care. This island is full of people who don't really like me, so what's one more? I don't want to get distracted from my plan anyways.
I know that everyone thinks of me as beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. There's a hat and robe. This cute hat and robe. Okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help.
Alright, I'd actually say that's a good place to end it off. Or to end this session, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
We're close to the 2-hour mark, and confessional happened. So,
we actually got a reality TV show confessional.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream. Gorillas, are you gonna be streaming longer?
I might do a little bit of Bloodborne before I leave.
Alright, then I'll raid out to you with my one viewer.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
Right there. Alright, I'm gonna mute in Discord real quick. Alrighty, I hope everyone had a great time tonight. We're gonna raid out to Gorillas_VT. If y'all don't know him, he is the one that was reading for all the male characters besides the narrators and main character. That would be me. We are going to raid out to him. I hope everyone has had I hope everyone has had a great night or day, depending on where you are from. And I'm gonna change it up a little bit today. Don't worry about doing anything stupid. But I curse you all with manual breathing, manual blinking. Your toes are touching. You can feel your heartbeat. Your clothes are touching your skin. Your tongue is uncomfortable. You're itchy somewhere, and you just lost the game. That's all for today. If anybody wants to raid out with me, go and copy out that raid message and paste it when you go over there. Have a wonderful night or day. I'm back.
Oh my god, it's been so long.
What happened?